In the last section, I showed you how I had multiple terminal windows open, and between the different terminal windows, I had reconfigured my copy of Docker client. And so in this section, I'm going to show you how you can do the same thing, and then we'll talk a little bit about why you would want to do this at all. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Anytime that you want to configure your local copy of the Docker CLI, remember, that's the thing that we are accessing inside of our terminal. This is Docker CLI right here. If you want to reconfigure your copy of Docker CLI to communicate with a copy of Docker server inside of the virtual machine, we're going to run this command right here. So I'm going to copy that command. I'm going to go over to a new terminal window. And over here, when I do a Docker PS, you'll see that I am clearly connected to my local copy of Docker server. Now I'm going to run that command right there. I'll leave it on the screen so you can read it. You can type it inside of your terminal if you want to. So when I run this command right here, it's going to very temporarily reconfigure my copy of Docker client or Docker CLI to connect to the Docker server inside of my Kubernetes node. So after running that command, I can now do a Docker PS, and I'll see the print up from all the different containers that are running inside of my virtual machine. Now, quick note here, and this is an extremely important thing to understand. Anytime that you run that eval command right there, it is a very temporary reconfiguration of your Docker CLI. So when you run this command, it's only going to reconfigure your Docker CLI in your current terminal window. What that means is, right here, if I do a Docker PS, I clearly am working with the reconfigured version of the Docker client. But as soon as I open up a new terminal window, it goes back to its old behavior. So when you run that command, two things to be aware of. First off, it is not a permanent change.